Hello, I am TheShadowyCollective, and welcome to an extension of the Shadowy Collective. Last time I didn't get any studying done, but today I will. I'm hoping to. I'm trying to learn nutrition and exercise. I don't think I eat very well, and I don't do any exercise. And this time I will, because I made some changes. So if I go like this, planning on playing 10 minutes and then studying 40 minutes. So I have some ideas to study on stream, but for now I'm just gonna go here and I'll be away. And then I'll come back to play. I'm gonna let myself play for 40 minutes and then I'll start the actual 10 and 40 thing. That's why, I don't know if you can see these lines. I had this idea a long time ago, but I've never done it. I've also not really studied before. So I hope I can. No, I will. I will maintain my attention for 40 minutes. Okay. So here's Solander. Hi Solander, I'm back.
Well, hi.
Have you been having fun with your new friend Hunter?
He's an interesting guy.
I know, he looks like a florist, but his name is Hunter.
I don't think his name really fits him.
I know. Well, I have 40 minutes.
40 minutes for what?
To spend time here.
You're only staying for 40 minutes.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do in this time, Solander?
I'm just happy to have someone to talk to.
Really?
Yes, my days have gotten pretty lonely.
Okay, so you won't mind me dragging you around with the rope?
I mind, but I doubt that I could get you to stop.
I guess. You got teleported away.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Where do you want to go? What should we make our house out of?
Let's make the base of the house out of wood, and then put cobblestone on top.
I never really built with cobblestone, but okay. Isn't it kind of ugly?
But it's a necessary evil, don't you think?
Why? Does it look good?
Because it shows some contrast between materials. Also, if used right, it could look really nice.
If I what?
You are incredibly annoying, you know that, right?
Why?
You're just so curious, you ask questions constantly.
Well, asking questions is a good thing.
Yes, but you ask questions like a 5-year-old.
Well, I was just wondering what you wanted the house to be made out of. You're gonna live here too.
I already told you. I want it to be made out of wood, with a cobblestone outline or something.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Good.
You know, you're rude.
You're the one dragging me around on a leash. You're lucky I'm not more rude.
I guess that's understandable.
Finally, you admit that you're the rude one here.
I never said I was a rude one. I said it's understandable you're rude.
I didn't say you were red. I said you were rude.
I didn't say I was red. I said that. You know what? Forget it.
I give up with you.
I give up with you.
Great to see we can agree on something.
How about you be nice for once? Like there's a porcupine.
Oh, shut up.
You don't like porcupines?
They have giant needles in their skin.
They're kind of nice looking. I would want to touch a porcupine.
You want to touch a porcupine?
Yeah. I do.
Seriously?
Yeah, why not?
Because it'll hurt.
Not if you, like, touch it gently.
How are you not going to get hurt if you poke an animal that is covered in needles, but gently?
Well, because it's like touching a cactus. Have you never touched it? You literally come from the desert.
I know how to handle a cactus, but that's the point. You don't touch a freaking porcupine.
But you do touch cactuses. Or cacti.
That's completely different. Cacti aren't covered in needles, just small soft spikes.
I feel like there's more of a probability of you getting stung by a porcupine or pinched or whatever than, by a cactus than a porcupine.
I mean, there is, but that doesn't mean it's okay to touch a porcupine.
Well, I'm gonna go kill it then.
Don't kill them.
Why? I thought you didn't like it.
They're still an animal, and you shouldn't kill them just because of their defense mechanism.
Oh my goodness, it attacks back.
What did you think a porcupine would do?
Okay, but wait, I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Well, maybe.
A maybe surprise isn't much of a surprise then, is it?
Yeah, I guess I don't really have a surprise for you. Never mind.
Well, that's quite the anticlimactic end to this conversation.
I just found Brendan.
Brendan?
Yeah, he looks to be a wandering trader. Should I kill him?
Whoa, just a sec.
Ah.
No, don't kill him.
Bruh, this porcupine just came up to me and attacked me.
You should have expected that. They're an animal that attack whatever threatens them.
Oh, I killed it. And I killed Brendan too.
What?
And I killed his llamas.
Those poor llamas.
Well, I wanted the leads.
You could have at least left the llamas alone.
Do you want bread?
Why are you offering?
No, nor are you hungry?
I am a bit hungry, yes.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
You're just gonna go quiet again?
I'm not going quiet. I gotta build this house. We have like 33 minutes left.
You still have a house to build?
Yeah, remember the one we're building?
How's that coming along anyway?
I just started.
So it's not really going that well.
I guess not yet. You know what? You're in the way.
In the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna tie you to a pole again.
What? No, don't do that.
Too late.
Damn it.
Well, what have you and Hunter the florist been talking about while I was gone?
A lot of things. Why?
I'm just trying to make conversation. What things?
What things exactly?
Yeah.
What's with all the questions?
What do you mean? Can I not ask questions?
I know you can ask questions. I just wish you'd ask less of them.
Why? Is it too annoying for you?
It's a bit much, yeah.
Well, too bad.
You aren't even getting any new information out of me anyway.
Why?
Cause I've answered pretty much all of your questions at this point.
No, there's always more things to ask.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, what's your favorite color?
Fine, fine. My favorite color is red.
Do you read books?
Not really. I guess if reading books counts, I have read a few.
Like, what kind of books?
Pretty sure just history, mostly. Sometimes I like stories that are like a bit more magical.
Magical?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, no, like, what kind of magical?
I'm getting quite bored. Like, a book with magic in it?
Okay, but, like, tell me a book you've read.
I believe it was called The Legend of Drizzt.
Have you ever written a book?
Well, no, not yet. I don't have something, I'm not sure how to put it. I don't have a big idea for a book just yet.
Oh, but you do want to write one.
Well, I do. I just never really thought of a story. I mean, I've written some short stories, but they weren't very grand.
Like, what kind of stories?
Just some dumb things that didn't go very far. Stories about people surviving some sort of apocalypse, or one about some people stuck underground in a strange maze with a machine.
What do you mean? What kind of machine? You said you wrote this?
Yes, I've written it. I mean, it's like this sort of giant machine. The people in my story were stuck in this huge maze underground, and there is this machine in this room. The only way to get out is to figure out what to do on the machine. It uses a very strange language that the people in my story don't understand.
And how does it end? Or what does the machine end up doing?
Well, one of the people in the story eventually gets through to the machine and figures out how to do what it takes to get through, and the rest of the people get out. I mean, it's a bit of a lackluster ending, but as I said, the story just wasn't meant to be very big or elaborate.
Do you like emeralds?
I mean, they're kind of a nice gem.
I thought you would say you love them. You're a villager.
Being a villager doesn't automatically mean I love emerald, just like how you're a player and can't be expected to love the dragon egg.
I would like to have the dragon egg.
Well, that's you. I'm sure you'd like to have a lot of things.
Yeah. I would.
I know you would.
Why do you know?
Let's just say I'm learning a bit of your personality.
Okay, how would you describe me?
At first I thought you were a bit annoying, but now I know you're still annoying and kind of rude. But you're also curious and somewhat nice.
Okay, so I'm rude and nice. How does that work?
It doesn't make sense, but that just seems to be how you work now.
And is that a good or a bad thing?
It's just a thing. It's just you. There's nothing wrong with that, inherently.
How would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a pretty ordinary villager, I suppose. Sometimes I wish I was more adventurous, but I'm not. I guess I'm good with that.
Well, the house is coming along pretty good. What do you think of the house? Do you think it's spacious?
Well, it's a bit too blocky for my taste, but it's pretty much what I expected a house to look like.
Have you ever eaten a seal?
What? No. No, I have not eaten a seal. Why would I?
No, we have seals in the backyard.
You have seals in the backyard?
Yeah, do you want to try one?
No thank you.
Why not? I think they're pretty good.
Well, they're a bit off-putting, don't you think?
No, I heard they're good for the skin.
You ate it?
No, I haven't eaten it yet. So, like, what do you think of players?
I don't think much of them, to be honest. They're a bit much, you know? Always asking questions, always demanding things of others.
Oh, so all players ask questions and demand things?
Yeah, pretty much. They're always so curious.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
They're just kind of overwhelming, don't you think? They're constantly trying to get you to do things they want to do.
Tell me the worst experience you've had with a player.
I was coming out of the woods when this player came up to me and just kind of started walking around me. It was a bit strange, but then he just sort of looked at me and said, "You look like you would taste like meat."
Well, I mean, I guess he wasn't wrong.
I suppose not. Though I'd rather not have been called meaty. Oh, there was also this one time when this player came up to me and said, "Oh, you're alive," then just ran off.
Why do you think they say all of that?
I don't know exactly. I kind of wish I did, but I can tell they're very curious.
How about the scariest interaction you've had with a player?
Maybe that time I was just minding my own business when another player came up to me and just stared at me for a really long time. I was like, can I help you? And then they just kept staring.
But that's not really scary. Like, maybe he was curious.
I guess not. Actually, I think the scariest time I've had with a player was when this player came running up to me screaming before grabbing me and throwing me into a hole and then filling the hole by covering it with cobblestone.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He just threw me into the hole and then sealed the entrance.
Tell me, if you could be any profession in the world, what would you be? Because you know how there's like different Minecraft villager professions?
If I could be any profession, in that case, I'd want to be a priest villager.
Why?
I'd love to teach young villagers about the world and the history of the area around the village. Sort of like what I'm doing with you right now, actually.
Oh, are you teaching me?
That's what it seems like, isn't it?
Maybe.
It feels like that to me.
Well, teach me a lesson.
A long, long time ago, in a time called the Early Era by the scholars in the library, it is believed that this world first appeared. A mysterious being known only as the Firstborn apparently created, well, everything there is around here.
Who was the firstborn?
The firstborn is the very first being to exist in the world. He is the creator of all, that which spawned life itself.
Where did he come from?
Nobody knows exactly where he came from, or how exactly he created the world, but it is known that he just kind of came into being at some point. He brought the world into being with him.
Is he good or is he bad?
The firstborn created the world and everything in it, both good and bad. So it can be difficult to define whether or not he is good or bad. He just simply is.
Are you not afraid of him?
Well, it's hard to say that you could really feel anything towards him at this point. He simply exists, and we all exist because of him. So it would seem quite silly to be afraid of him.
Do I also exist because of him?
Well, yes. Whether you like to admit it or not, the firstborn created every being in the world, even you.
Where is the firstborn now?
That's quite a tough question to answer. No one really knows where he is. If he is in the world, we certainly haven't found him. He very well could be on another plane of existence.
Oh, like probably where he came from?
That's a good guess, but to be honest, we really don't know anything about the firstborn. He simply just kind of disappeared at some point. He may still be around, but he may not. We don't know.
What else do we know about the firstborn?
Well, there are several things written in the scrolls. They say that there was nothing in existence before the firstborn. Not a single thing. Suddenly, the firstborn just came into being. Then he brought the world into being with him, and began creating all the wonderful things that exist today.
If you could say anything to the firstborn, what would you ask?
I would ask, why did you leave us? Why did you abandon us? And will you return to us someday?
We have 3 minutes left. Tell me something interesting.
Well, let's see. How about the fact that in the early era, it said in the scrolls that the firstborn created 2 great pillars to hold up the sky, and they're called the pillars of heaven.
Where are the pillars? Can we find them?
That's the question we've been trying to answer for 1,000 years. The pillars themselves are simply called the pillars of heaven, which may indicate the possibility of them being in the sky somewhere, but the location of them still remains elusive.
Oh, it looks like it's time for me to go.
It seems you may be right. This has gone on for a really long time.
I mean, it was 40 minutes.
That's a long time to be sitting and talking, isn't it?
I guess yesterday we talked for 3 hours.
Did we?
Yeah, but it's whatever. I'll go home. And then here I am. Hello.
Yeah, hey.
Okay, so, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so playtime's over. And I'm gonna do 40 minutes of doing nutrition. Then I'll come back and play for 10 minutes. And sort of go like that until I feel like I'm done with nutrition, and then maybe do exercise. I mean, I'm not really sure what. Like I'm not gonna make it super elaborate because I don't really know much yet, and I don't know how much if I'll be able to stick to all of it. It's mostly I want to make a budget and eat healthy with what I can afford. So let's go. Okay. I am very confused. Okay. I'm back from learning Solander.
Oh, were you learning something?
Yeah, remember I went to go learn about nutrition, but I don't think I really learned much.
You don't think you learned much? Or you know you didn't learn a thing?
Well, okay, so I mean, I was trying to write down everything. I was trying to learn about, like, for example, micronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, deficiencies, calories, thermogenesis, hydration, anabolic metabolism, catabolic metabolism, fiber, strength training, and cardiovascular training, omega 3 and 6. But it just kind of all seems like, I don't know, after researching all of it, it kind of seemed kind of useless. Or, um, or maybe like, I don't know, like there was too many conflicting ideas. It seems like all the nutrition stuff I was looking at was to lose weight. And I wouldn't say I'm overweight. I would say I'm more like average weight. And I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit more than well, no, like on the bigger side of average, but like not by too much because I'm average, you know what I mean? So, and I don't really care about losing weight. I wrote down why I wanted to eat healthy. And it's, I want to eat healthy because I want to do physical activity. I don't want to have to I don't want to have many health problems when I'm older. And I also don't really care about taste or variation as long as I get to eat everything I'm supposed to. But then I guess my issue is everyone's talking about carbohydrates, and then people are like, or I mean calories, and then people are like, well, it's dumb to count calories because of the, because you don't gain weight for it or something. But I'm not really focusing on weight, so maybe I don't really need to focus too much on counting calories and all of that because I'm also not really planning on building muscle, or I want to get strong, but that's about it. I don't want to be muscular. So maybe I don't have to be counting all these different things. Maybe what I'm supposed to do is build a diet that is, there was this word for it. It was a diet with variation or something. So a well balanced diet, and then just sort of stick to it and make multiple things to see how often I should go to the grocery store and stuff.
I think it would be best if you just ate a well-balanced diet. You don't really need to learn about all the details and specifics. You just need some vitamins, minerals, protein, and maybe a little bit of fat and carbs. As long as you have that, you should be alright, especially if you're only trying to get a bit stronger.
I think next 40 minutes I've decided I'm no longer learning about nutrition. I'm gonna focus on building a well balanced meals for certain weeks, and I'll just eat the same thing that whole week, and then the next week I'll eat a whole different thing because I don't really care about taste. If I could, I would never eat again. So I'm just gonna eat so I can get everything I need, and then I'm gonna plan the exercise routine that I'm sort of gonna try and follow.
Sounds like a good plan. Just curious though, if you don't care to eat, why do you still plan on eating?
Well, because I'm gonna die if I don't eat. I have to eat.
True, but why go through the effort of going out of your way to eat well if you really don't enjoy eating?
Because I want to do exercise and be healthy.
But if you're not eating for pleasure, it doesn't really matter how healthy you eat, right?
No, I mean, I would eat because I want to be healthy. I won't be planning my meals around pleasure. I'll be planning them about healthiness.
Yeah, If you're not taking pleasure in eating, why not just eat very little and get all the nutrients you need? Why bother planning meals and eating 3 a day?
Because if I eat very little, I won't be able to do exercise.
You can exercise even if you have starved a bit, so why does it matter?
Because that's not how it works. You clearly have not gone to physical training class, okay? Because I haven't either. So maybe you're right, but I don't really trust you.
Size. Maybe I don't know much about that sort of stuff, but I do kind of know from experience that you can still exercise quite well even if you don't eat much.
Yeah, but what if you like, don't people say you'll faint or whatever?
Yeah, you can faint if you don't eat enough, but it takes time to get to that sort of level of not eating.
Okay, well, we're gonna start playtime now. Okay, so what have you been doing here with Hunter the florist in our house that I'm building this whole time?
Well, nothing really. We've just been standing around and chatting, that's all.
What did you chat about? I mean, you were both tied to poles.
Well, we talked about a lot of things actually. We talked about professions, a bit about food, and there were also questions, and we ended up talking about religion for a while too.
Religion? Are you religious?
That depends on what you mean by religious. I believe in the firstborn, the creator of this world. So yes, in your terms I am.
Oh, I forgot about the firstborn. Well, what does Hunter think? Does he also believe in the firstborn?
Indeed he does. In fact, he's quite devoted to the firstborn.
Oh, does that make you happy?
Yes, it does. It's comforting to know that other people still hold the firstborn dear in their hearts.
But I thought you said the firstborn was evil.
The firstborn is not evil, he is neutral. He has no feelings one way or another, he just is. He created us, he gave us life. He made us live as we do. Yet he does not watch over us as if we were children, nor does he care for how we live or die. The firstborn does not care either if we are evil or good. He is simply not as involved with us as one might expect him to be.
Why do you think that is?
That is a very good question. Unfortunately, it's one that no one has ever found an answer to. Personally, I believe it is because the firstborn does not want to influence the lives of his children in any way. To do so would, in many ways, go against the very purpose of his creation.
Tell me a fun fact.
Did you know that gold is a soft metal and is easy to chew?
Gold?
Yeah, that's true. But did you know that ancient villagers used to believe that gold was actually the blood of the firstborn?
And is it true or is that false?
Well, that's very much up for debate. Some still believe this, and the scrolls suggest that it may have been true. But many of the elders in the village simply don't think the blood of the firstborn would be such a soft and malleable thing.
Well, maybe it's like old blood.
What do you mean old blood?
Like, I mean, you know, maybe it like coagulated or something because it had been out of the firstborn's blood. I mean, out of the firstborn system for quite a while.
Though I feel that it would have decayed into nothing if that was the case. But you're just speculating at this point, aren't you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't even know if the firstborn is real.
Of course he's real.
How do you know that?
Well, there's the library scrolls, and I just know in my heart, alright?
But surely there's library scrolls of other creators. So how do you know?
There are definitely not scrolls of other creators. Not any legitimate scrolls. That's kind of heretical in a way.
But how do you know that that one is a credible source, the scrolls that you read?
Well, as I said, it's not just the scrolls. I feel it in my heart that the firstborn is real, and that he is the creator of the world, or at least the creator of the village itself.
What does feeling it in your heart feel like?
To put it simply, there is a warm feeling of comfort in believing in something. That is how I feel.
So, like, hello.
Hello?
Would you ever marry a creeper?
A creeper? No, I don't think so. Why do you ask?
No, you seem like the type to like creepers.
What gave you that idea?
Your mom?
Did you just mention my mother?
Yeah. I think I found something.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm
You
very...
don't know? You just said you found something.
Yeah, but my time's almost up.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, so I can go figure out my meal plan.
Alright. I wonder how that's gonna go.
Well, I'll be back in like 45 minutes. But the timer's up, but I kind of have to go look before I leave. It looks kind of creepy. Well, I'm coming back.
Ah, you're back?
No, I'm coming back. And then I'll leave. Ta-da! It's a skeleton horse. And its name will be Gromble. But he's a pet, so he's not a rideable horse. So I'm gonna go make my meal plan now, so I'll be back later, okay?
I'll be here, I guess.
Take care of Gromble.
Alright, I'll take care of Grumbo.
I'll be back. Okay, so I have decided to end stream. I should have maybe ended it earlier, but so what I sort of concluded was nutrition is too complicated. So I sort of made my breakfast and lunch the same for every day, and I think I'll have 2 to 4 variations of dinners that I'll have. Dinners that I'll have throughout the month, and I plan to go to the supermarket twice a month. And then I might share that next time because I'm still doing it, but I think at this point it doesn't even make sense to keep streaming. I think you can see I was trying to see because I usually buy that lunch meat. What else? Well, and the exercise. I was kind of getting very into it, but then I think I realized, like, I read a comment saying it's better to do a mediocre exercise routine consistently than to have a perfect exercise routine and it being too hard for you that you don't really do it. So I think I just sort of made up a random exercise routine, and I think I'll just do it and then modify it, and then I guess eventually I'd understand like muscle groups and stuff. So I think right now the important thing is just doing it. And same for the food, and then try to modify it or just be conscious of what I'm eating and doing. So I'm just going to finish my food plan and then write down the exercise routine fully. And then tomorrow I'll go to the supermarket and I'll exercise tomorrow as well. And I'll stream tomorrow as well because I need to do homework. So I have Java homework and I'm very behind. So I need to pay attention to that. So yeah, okay, bye. I love you.